Hi, this is another April corner blouse and sorry, dress, and it's actually a spaghetti strap dress, but it's a little chilly in Toronto. Yeah, the temperatures have dipped down, and we were up in near Algonquin Park for 2 nights, and I did one of my most difficult. All of them have been difficult after for the past six, 7 times for the past 3 years, and I try hard telling. The province and the said facility, Algonquin Park, Flower Pot Island, the Greg's Caves, etc. That I'm having a hard time, and environmental factors have been at play. Things have changed, but I don't know. I had a couple of maybe my shoes are a little worn out, my cross trainers, a couple of slippery spots, and I've sworn off hikes. My husband would not see it my way, but I said I'll join a gym, just stay fit. Maybe the hike on the treadmill, and that's enough for me. I could do it very easily, but then my son has done a lot of growing up. He was a child and he could do, and things have changed. He's really tall. He's 6'3", with a little slouch. So 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", or 6'1", 6'2", and my husband is 6, and they do things much more easily, and so it's hard for me. Maybe it's the raccoon's hole for my husband, I'm thinking, or he swallowed the red pill, surprise, surprise, and I have swallowed the blue pill, and I go down the rabbit hole every single time, to see Alice in Wonderland and the Mad Hatter, who says, "Tough hikes for you," the Mad Hatter says. So let's see, all right? And I've sworn off hikes. I had a real bad scare. If I were to fall, then you know. Last time I climbed a rock, hanging on to the roots of a tree in Greg's Cave, and there was no other way I could have scaled it. My husband said 3, 4 spots he lent me a hand, and I jumped down. But here he said he will lend, but I could not scale the rock. It was really so. I gave him my handbag, and remember to do this. Went down on all fours, and it's a tall rock. So how do I like this? So so I had to sort of hold on to a root and go up. So it was very hard, and the hike didn't end there. It went on, but it's people who like outdoors, and I did. It was a lot of fun, but I don't remember them being this difficult during my fittest years. All right. So, anyways, that's beside the point. I'm reading this book on leaving Charleston by Alexander Ripley. Alexander Ripley sadly has passed away. I've read her sequel Scarlet to Gone with the Wind, Margaret Mitchell's Gone with the Wind, and she says that one of the heroines. There are a couple of heroines. The sex scene is really amazing, very descriptive, very romantic language. No vagina, no penis, nothing. All right, and the part which caught my attention was that the sandwiches are tied with satin ribbons and placed in picnic baskets. So I thought, there's a friend slightly older than me, about 3 years older than me, and her son has gotten married. Her son didn't want us going to his wedding, so we never went to the wedding. But I have to do the thing, right? I haven't seen the son in years and years. Really, he's older than my own son or our own son, and he's done a lot of growing up since then. But he and his sister never saw her father. Newly married, our friends split up, and so the father chose to go back to India, and so the son, like the thought that I was an actual Power Ranger and had fallen for the story when he was just 5, I don't know, before his sister came. So that thought sort of, I have to do the right thing by him, invite him. So he may be moving. So, when he comes, secret, sandwiches, red tape and violet tape, satin tapes, and rest of the dishes, unless he chooses to surprise. I have champagne glasses for him, 6 champagne glasses. And, I planned this if he gave a surprise visit. My special Stanley cup, but it chose Lord Stanley said, "I choose to stay with Gayatri." not go to another person's house, even if younger, and rooting for the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right. So Lord Stanley stays with me. All right. Anyways, the other thing I had to show, I found this near in Arrowhead Provincial Park near the beach. I didn't go on the hike this time, the falls and if Stubbs Falls. So I found this. This is wood that has drifted ashore, and it's wet. So painting with fabric, this is like a bird. It even has a eagle-like eye, which sort of, carved itself on its own. And this is look like a footprint. I'd like to think the first footprint on Arrowhead National Provincial Park. Um, you know, but let's see. I paint these. These are all ideas you pick up. Muskoka, there was a magazine, and they had painted paddles, canoe paddles, and so I thought this would be. Anyways, onwards. Song. What's the all right? The song, and I'm coming back with a serious. And before I continue with the song, I have to say I want to paint Prime Minister Mark Carney in the Prime Minister of Canada's colors, black and white and red and white. And I'm going to say, hey there, Prime Minister Carney. Hey, economics Einstein. Hey, liberals leader. Hey, fourth protocol, or pragmatic romantic. One of the four. Yeah. So, and I'm going to go on to my favorite person who is a nobody anymore. I played my cards right, I thought, for so long. And the man, great prime minister, but a heel to me in real life. But has his own problems and etc., which I don't see eye to eye with, but because and anyway, so here goes. Let me just quickly take a sip of water. Yes, Marty. Yes, your children's right. Yes, Marty. Many times on the merry-go-round. Go, times, on the time. Round, round. They go around the main street. Sing us maple leaves, merciful kindness, sing the maple leaves, purse full of handkerchiefs, cash in, cash in, all dancing around, cash in, cash in, all dancing around. Thank you. Give a big hand of applause to Wynton Marsalis. I'm coming back with an engineering video.